Hello and welcome to week 1 of the Learn to Crochet from First Stitch to Finish blanket. I'm so pleased you're here. Whether you've never held a hook before or you've tried once and felt a bit tangled, you are in exactly the right place. This week, which is week 1, is about foundations. Not speed, not perfection, just getting comfortable. And today we will focus on holding your hook. I'm using a 5mm for this tutorial, but we have 4 and 4.5 in the beginner's course, but this one is easier to see on the video. So I've got my 5mm hook and I've got my yarn here. So slip knots can be made in numerous ways. This is how I make mine, and you might have already learned how to make your own, but I wind it around my finger and then I lift it over, I pull that through, and there you have your slip knot. And if you pull, you get that little bit of tightness there. So we're gonna put in our yarn like so. You don't want to pull it tight. If you do, then just slip it off, undo it by just pulling it and wrap it around your finger again, and then pull up. We want to have a little bit of a tail, because when we pull the ring closed, then that's what we want to be doing. So so you can see I've just got a bit of room there. So join your chain into a ring with a slip stitch. Now to get to that is the first part. We need to make a small circle. So the small circle is the center of your blanket. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 3. Now on my YouTube channel you can also see a video of how to start your foundation chain, and it's something you can do and do and do again until you're happy. But what we're going to do for now is chain 4. So, and this is chaining, so yarn over and pull through. I like to keep a hold of my knot here, so that's 3, 4. So we've got 1, so I'm going to take that last one out. Never be afraid of taking them out and trying again. So I twist my yarn around my finger like this. This is how I like to hold my yarn, and I am forever taking it out. So I'm going to do one more, yarn over and pull through. So now you can see that we have 4 on the chain. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm just going to show you where we're going to be placing the next stitch. So I'm just going to take my hook out and just loosen this off so we don't lose it. So I'm going to show you this with this here. So we're going to go back in to this little gap here. So this is your first chain, so your first one that you made, and what we're going to do is we're going to go into this here, so and straight through. So we're going to put our ring back on, our hook back on, sorry, and we're going to go in to that space that I was just talking about. So straight through, not through both of them, just through that one there, and then we're going to yarn over, pull through and make a slip stitch. So now what you've done, sorry, it's me trying to get hold of my yarn there, is you've made a ring. And what you can see here is this space here. So not this space, that can be a sort of red herring there, because it's in here. In there is where we're going to work the next lot of our stitches. So well done. If you're unsure, take it all apart and try it again. Okay, so now we've made this hole here, we're going to work our stitches into it, and we're going to go into round 1. So we're going to chain 3, so yarn over and chain 3 times 1, 2, 3. Remember those V's? You can see them there. Now this is our first treble. The chain 3 counts as our first treble stitch. So what we're going to do now is we want 3 trebles. So this is our first one, the chain 3, because we want to gain the height of a treble stitch. So the next one, so a treble crochet is, we're going to go under the yarn and we're going to dive into this ring here. So not this bit, this bit. We're going to go in, we're going to pull up the yarn, pull it through, and then we have 3 on our hook. We're going to chain yarn over, pull through 2. So we've got 2 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. So I'm just going to loosen some yarn off there. So that's our first treble. So we're going to do that again now. I like to keep hold of my hook here and the circle here. So with this finger. So we're going to yarn over, dive into that hole, and you can see where I'm keeping hold of it here. Pull the yarn through, pull it up, 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, 2 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2. So there you have 3 trebles. So what we're going to do now is chain 1 to make the gap in between those 3 trebles. What we're going to do now is we're going to do that 3 more times. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. And again, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Again we want 3, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. And now again we're going to chain 1. Let's release some more yarn. Now we're going to yarn over, pull through 2, pull through the ring, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now you can see we've got 1 cluster, 2 clusters, and we're just making the 3rd cluster. Yarn over, through the ring, pull up the yarn, 3 on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, we're going to make our 3rd one here. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So again, we've got a 3. So we're chaining 1 again. So now we have 3 clusters, 1, 2, 3. 3 clusters of 3 trebles. We've just chained 1. We want 4 clusters. So we're going to yarn over and pull through 2, through the ring, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Watch this little tail as you're doing all of this. You want that to stay because that's what you're going to pull to tighten this ring. So you want to keep this on this side. So I've got 2 there. 1 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to chain 1. So what we've done now is we've got our first chain 3, 2 more trebles, then we chained 1. So this is our separator here. Chain 3, 3 trebles, chain 1. Another 3 trebles, chain 1. Now we've got 3 trebles, we've chained 1. What we're going to do now is we're going to slip stitch this into the top of the chain 3 that you started. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to put a hook into here, push it through. We're going to do a slip stitch. So we're going to pull it through. We're not going to yarn over. We're going to go straight through that hole. Give yourself a nice bit of cord there. And that is your first 2 rounds. If you pull this nice and tight now, not too tight that you break the cord, but just tight enough. And you can see there, as you figure it out, pull it about, don't be frightened of it. Give that another bit of a tug. It will come undone a little bit as you work, but you just need to keep on pulling at it. And there you have your first 4 corners of your granny square. So that is week 1. That is what we're going to be working on. And we will go into the next video working on the next couple of rounds.